gosh, Bitcoin's going up. What do I do with Trias and MTV and Verasity? Oh no. All right, well, if that is one of the little birdies or devils on your shoulder, or maybe the angel on your shoulder screaming at you, you landed on the right video for returning viewers. You already know what you're getting into, so go ahead and take a quick second, stop, drop, do what the sign says, hit like, and leave me a quick comment, even if it's LOL, you suck, to help out the algo. I always like those comments. And for new viewers, this is what this channel does for you. If you're most likely out there watching fundamentals and news related crypto shows, right? So what this channel does is it gives you a better idea of what the hell you're doing when you're clicking around with your money. That's it. Those fundamentals and news based crypto shows do not do that. And a lot of times those channels cover coins after they've already gone on the move. And those are actually best times to take profit. Not always. Sometimes they do give you great leads before a project blows up. Absolutely. But I've seen too many times that folks are ape into stuff without knowing what they're doing. So that's what my channel's here to do for you. So if that all sounds good and you like the content by the end of the video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. But for new viewers, I suggest get through the video before you decide to like it or not. And if you do subscribe, let me know in the comment section whether you want to be a CRYPTILIAN or a crypto crackhead. Those are the gender neutral pronouns that we have in the community. And by the end of this video, I promise you, if you're a new viewer, you're going to have a darn better idea of what you're doing. Even if you don't understand some of this, it'll take a while. And if that is true, go to my library section. It's a playlist called Library, and you might want to check out how to set up a chart and 10 bag and maybe EMAs. You might want to watch 3 videos on ×2 speed. So let's jump right into it. Hopefully I can make myself small enough this time. All right. So on Trias, very easy analysis here. You honestly don't need any EMAs. I would suggest doing this. So on TradingView first, okay? So don't look at this crap on KuCoin, all right? Sometimes it has its day and place to do that. But when you're charting, use TradingView, all right? Now, so I'm going to delete this line, and I want you to make it on your chart, okay? So all you do is you can start with this big, long wick down here, and that wick happened on roughly March 17th. So connect that to current price, expand it, and that's it. So don't worry about any other points besides the recent dip in Trias and that line and that wick right there. So connect that, all right? Then draw one more line for me, and you can do your own darn analysis on Trias, really. I mean, until a breakout. Then go over to, let's say, I would say go just a little below the wick highs of May 25th, but a little above the wick highs of June 1st. So somewhere between these two mountaintops here, okay, take your line or draw a line somewhere between there and connect it to the current prices, local high here. All right? It doesn't have to be exact. It's just got to be kind of close, because this is what Trias is going to do. It's going to bounce around that and the 2 lines you just drew, and then it's going to break out. That is it. That's all that's going to happen. Now, are there other things that could happen? Abso-friggin-lutely. Yes, but the most likely scenario is just that. It's really, so what I see this doing is did you ever play with Hot Wheels? Where the ones that you had to back up and then let go and they went, right? So this is like backing up. It's not quite to the point where like you don't need to do anymore. It's just going click, 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 click. And you know y'all did that anyway. It's going to go faster. No, it won't. Right? So it's not quite there. But this is winding up. This consolidation is really good, and this consolidation can help it have a good run. And so if you are not just a bottom feeding buyer and prayer, which if you are new and you're buyer and prayer, my channel and mostly my community is here to help you get past that major obstacle in your early crypto journey. But if you are a buyer and prayer and you might want to check out, hey, how do I take profits on this? On my Pokemon cards that say Trias on them. If you want to check out how to trade Pokemon cards and how to take profits on those cards, then my community would be where to check that out. So in links of that down in the bottom here. But Trias, that's it. That's all that Trias is doing. It's that simple. Now, that is a lot of price action, though. I mean, look. So from bottom to top, that's a big move, right? But just because it goes on a 60% run, you need to keep your tits cool. Like put big ice cubes on them because it's probably going to come right back down to there. Or what it could do is, honestly, it could break above, then use it as support, and then consolidate and then bust. So there are a few plays that could happen, but I think in general it's going to go something like that. Maybe not from top to bottom, top to bottom. It typically doesn't work out that perfectly. It could. What could happen is it could consolidate near the top, then wick down, and then come up, right? Or it could come up here, then consolidate at the bottom, and then really blast. That would be my favorite scenario because you can keep buying it lower, for longer. And usually those blasts are a little stronger. Or it could just stay somewhere in the middle and then, wick up, wick down at the end, and then blast off. But I really think it's going to get tight. It's going to tighten its ship here before maybe October 10th is when I would say it will have broken out by then, assuming with one base assumption that Bitcoin is over, let's say 47K at that time. This should have a pretty good move up. It's put in a lot of time, folks. I mean, check this out. So from this, big lower high here, I would consider all this just a form of massive consolidation. 115 days. It's put in its jail time. It's put in its jail time, and you might be able to consider this one giant. And I don't like saying head and shoulders. So if you're new to here, I don't say that crap. Honestly, if you're a returning viewer and you have been watching my channel, you can say, yeah, he actually never says that. But this is, I mean, I could see people saying that. I'm not a pattern trader. I don't say that very much, but this does look like a big, massive one. And I wouldn't call this necessarily a cup and handle. Could be. But pattern traders just like hell. I saw what was it, like rabid bat pattern. Somebody making like rabies bat patterns or something. I don't know what the hell they were talking about, but I don't like patterns for that reason because they just make up whatever, and then they always move their lines. But this one is shaping up to be kind of like that. It's that form of consolidation, and so regardless of the pattern, I don't care. All that really matters, because it's not above this line, it just matters that it consolidated that long, and it's winding up. It's better to think of this as a Hot Wheel than it is some inverted head and shoulders. I'm telling you. Now, would an inverted head and shoulders potentially give you profit taking points if you're a pattern trader? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but then you could also just look at this without any patterns. There's going to be a lot of resistance here. Like pretty simple stuff up here around 32 at the high, stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I prefer not to look at this as a big pattern, but this is super, super healthy consolidation. There could be something pretty big brewing up for Trias here. I'm not going to lie. And I want to be full disclosure. I do hold this coin. I'm not, rich because of it. I don't have tens and tens and tens of thousands or 100,000 plus in this coin. I can't dump them. I don't have enough to dump the market on any of my viewers or anything to that effect. And when I do sell coins like this that my community follows so heavily, I actually show them my trades. So they can, see, hey, oh yeah, he really was limit selling this, or he did a mixture of market sell and limit sell, and it didn't really go anywhere or do anything because of it. So honestly, this is shaping up to look pretty good. But yeah, you can do your own analysis just with those two lines. One that breaks above, then you can join the community and check out profit taking strategies from there. So let's go on over to Verasity. I'm going to start calling it Verasity. Break above this line late September to mid October. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave that here. So it's still in the triangle. Nothing has changed on Veracity. And this is another form of consolidation, but up higher on its chart. So you're consolidating nearer all-time highs as opposed to Veracity, or as opposed to Trias. And honestly, this is really bullish. So just because Trias did 115 days down lower, which is very healthy, but also what can be extremely healthy and very bullish and lead to big moves is a consolidation without 100 days. You can do it for 70 days, but if you're consolidating way up here, that's really good, folks. Last time Veracity broke above an all-time high, like a long-standing all-time high, it went thousands of percent above. Do I think that would happen again? 1,000% is okay. So that's 101, or 1,000% is 11x. I mean, it's a little bit bigger of a market cap. I don't know if it can do that, but just watch. I mean, just look at this. So long-standing all-time high denoted by this line I got here, right? See that? Okay. And look at this breakout. It just went ape shit. 3,200%. That's 33x. Now, if you were to take something like that and say, hey, maybe it'll go half that high, next time after this consolidation, well, I mean, let's go from breakout to 1500. Yeah, end of bull run target. Honestly, that matches up with my top line. Interesting. I might have an end of bull run target for Veracity. Maybe at 92 cents to a dollar. Honestly, Veracity has a decent chance of squeaking out a dollar. Actually, a good chance. It's funny when TA aligns, huh? Yeah, that might be a pretty because I have this line at May, right? So the longer it takes for Bitcoin to do a market cycle top, the higher the market cycle top will be. Technically, according to this line, right? If it hits the line. With the base assumption, this line is the top, but the line is getting higher and higher as time goes on, right? So if the market cycle tops around May, that would put Veracity at over $1.15. If it peaks out in March, that puts it around 82 cents. So you got some long-term analysis on here, but honestly, this is a pretty aggressive chart, but it looks healthy and aggressive. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying that, and I hate to. I just don't want to be a YouTuber who's like saying $700 chain link and $25 Cardano when Cardano was like 75 cents and stuff. Now, are those price targets possible at the end of a bull run? Maybe, but you shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff that early. So it's what I'm saying is I'm 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 doing the same thing, and I don't like to do that. However, on this chart, that is what it's saying. But I don't like to say those things quite that early. So please note that. So if the bull run ends and it doesn't get anywhere close, just know that I don't like saying those things for that reason. However, right now it does look pretty reasonable. If I can follow up on that. All right, so Veracity. Okay, MTV, where'd you go, bro? Did I forget to put you back on here again? Nope, I did not. All right. Wow. I didn't know MTV was doing this. It's still another lower high. It might. MTV might make me a liar. And I think I said that last video too, didn't I? Folks, it looks like it wants to stay above this line, the previous all time high. It looks like it's going to do it. That's a pretty strong second pass. And second pass means second attempt to stay above that line. I'm gonna have to dig into the smaller time frames. Let me see. It looks like it's gonna stick it. Wow. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, so there is a warning shot right here. So the daily RSI, your down moves that get 50% down moves. This happens in almost all of them. Not all of them. Some of them scream straight down, but the healthy falls, when you're falling with style, this is completely normal, and then you resume falling. So what this is right here where the green came up to kiss the white. That's called a rejection. What is it doing right now? It's kissing the white. It's a rejection, but it also does it on the way up. See, comes up, comes down to kiss it, goes up, comes down to kiss it, just like that, right? Sometimes it hugs it. Hugs are okay too. Kisses are better. But and on the way down, hugs are a little actually trickier because then you think it's breaking out. Sometimes it does break out, and it could break out, but I would. I don't know, but the candlesticks are disagreeing with this. So I'm having a little bit of divergence in my indicators. Horizontals with candles. I mean, if this daily candle closes above that line, without indicators, I would say that there is much greater than 50% chance that it's going to stick this landing. Now, it might have a day come down here like this, but it looks like it'll consolidate on average around here, and then keep going. Not come back, significantly below here and do all this crap that I was saying. So, yeah, I don't think I can do a top 3 on MTV until this day closes. I'm sorry. So let's do a top 1 for each case. So let's say MTV's day closes, and if you want to know this line, here you go. If you see at 8 p.m. New York City time, or when the next day candle closes, but you see that the previous day ended under 1.875 cents, 1.876 cents. Okay, that number there. So 0.1876. If you see it close under there, I think the most likely scenario is that was a lower high, and MTV is going to come play down in the 1.2 cent range on a wick low. Yeah, it's going to visit the lower. It's going to visit around 1.3 cents or so. However, if this daily candle can close above, I think the most likely scenario is that the days under 0.0187 are limited, because I think it's going to base off of there. Maybe wick below, have a few days, maybe a quick scare down, but in general, stay above here and then move forward and not see this again potentially till the bear market or potentially never. I really don't know. I don't want to postulate that far out in the future, but so I can't. Yeah, I can't do much of an analysis until this day closes. This is too integral. This is such a pivotal juncture in MTV's midterm, price guesstimations that it's not fair to make an analysis until it closes. So if you're a big MTV fan, you might want to Hawkeye that, because if it does close above there, I mean, that could potentially give you the confidence to, if you're sitting on tether and you've been waiting to deploy, that could be a pretty okay sign. Man, I can't see this closing above though. This is just how big of a day is this? This is massive. Whew. 25% a day. I mean, hell, I don't know. The Stokes and the candles are saying bullish. The RSI is saying, dude, cool your tits. Yeah, the Stokes are curling back up, avoiding the bearish control zone. I don't know. I think I got to tip the favor to the bulls here. I think it's gonna stay above by a slight margin. I think, but at this moment, even before the close, I think there's a slight statistical favor of the bulls right now in specific regards to staying above this line or consolidating a little lower before breaking above. Now, if this day closes above, I think the favor swings way heavily into the bulls' favor. But right now, I think it's also, it looks like it wants to. Let me take off the RSI. Yeah, it's curling back up. Son of a gun. Yeah, even the daily EMA, I mean, it might be rejecting being taken out. So can you see that this is green and this is black and this is red? It might be hard to see, right? So this green zone is the bullish control zone. It might be that daily RSI avoiding that. That would be massively bullish. Wow. And here I am again being massively bullish. I don't know. Altcoin market's really saying something hot is getting ready to happen. It might not happen for a month, but I can feel it in my bones. I think something massively bullish is going to happen. Yeah, the odds are on the bull side right now. Wow. Okay, MTV is being really impressive right now. I honestly just can't believe it. Yeah, even zooming out, it looks like it wants to stay up there. Wow. Okay, I will. Now, my analysis from yesterday or whenever I did that in regards to how these EMAs might play out, the chance of this playing out, if this daily candle closes below, it's still fairly likely at that point. But if this day closes above, this is probably not going to happen. let's see here. Let's put the EMAs back on. You know what I missed? Here's what I missed. This is a young asset, a fairly young asset. Using the 12-hour might be better than the day. So remember how I said you might either get a squeak play or it just barely goes below, right? But that was the daily time frame. It's a young asset. I should have been favoring the 12-hour time frame. I missed that. This is bullish too. Honestly, I think it's pretty far in the Bulls' favor right now. I would give this 65, 35 or so Bulls' favor. That's pretty good. But I did miss this. So, if you all aren't going across different time frames, sometimes you'll see that one specific time frame on a specific asset. Let's say the 8-hour for Ethereum is what I like. The 12-hour on Bitcoin is what I like, just to try to give me an edge on the daily. But I really actually like the 2-day and the 4-hour, using the 2-day and the 4-hour on Bitcoin to do my analysis on short-term type of stuff and midterm. But on altcoins, using the daily, for using EMAs and indicators, it might not be the best approach. So I would always refer back to the daily in terms of candle closings and the 4-hour and the daily for candle closings. But if you're using indicators outside of horizontals and candles for younger assets, I mean, you might want to try the 8-hour and the 12-hour. And you can see perfectly here, that squeak play going just under what I thought was going to happen on the daily. Look, that's exactly what happened on the 8-hour, right? So MTV is playing the 8-hour and the 12-hour chart per my analysis. Like, I thought this exact thing was going to happen. I was just on the wrong time frame. It did happen. I was just looking at the wrong time frame. And MTV is not patient enough for that to happen. It said, "Heck no, buddy, I'm too bullish. See you later. Use a shorter time frame and stay up with the times, bro. You're so 2020 right now, man." Yeah, MTV's not waiting around, is it? Wow. Yeah, and you have this consolidation of these EMAs like at the previous all time high. So look at this. So when MTV hit its previous all time high, look how far away. Now, let me zoom in here so you can see this better. Look how far away the EMAs were from it. Watch. Look, 42% away from price. Right now, look at it, and that line is the top where price went. So right now, the EMAs are where price was. So the chance of this busting out, honestly, from an EMA posturing, honestly, it looks extremely high. Yeah, I think MTV's about ready to bust up, folks. I definitely am going to renege on my analysis yesterday because I was looking at the wrong time frame. I apologize. So, when I make mistakes like that and I can see what I did wrong, and I did it live, like I just did it right now, and I didn't plan this video. Just know that is how you learn, right? So, and you're seeing me do this live. Hopefully, you seeing me catch my own air, right? it'll it'll give you the memory or the inclination to do the same in the future. Go across time frames. Pick a time frame that seems to work for you and it makes sense for that coin and it's giving you the best signals. But if you get off of normal time frames like the 4-hour and the daily, always at candle closings, definitely look at the daily candle closings versus horizontals. You always want to refer back to it. But in terms of indicators, play around with different time frames because honestly, this was a gaffe. I mean, how could I miss that? It's the EMAs are consolidating where price had a yeah. This is yeah. The chance of this doing what I said the other day is now that I'm looking at a different time frame, it's not very high at all. I totally missed this, so I don't apologize fully. Because this is a learning moment, and as I learn, you learn. But this looks really bullish, folks. Now watch what happens. What I drew out actually happens, right? No, but it looks really bullish. So, wow, I'm just going to sit here and stare at this chart for a quick second. I have to be missing something. There's just no way it's that bullish. I'm honestly, I can't believe this. What am I missing? No, this is bullish. Wow. This is really, really good. No way. Honestly, folks. Jeez. I'm sorry. I'm just in awe right now. That literally looks like a W. Like, or I could draw. I could almost draw Superwoman in here. Right. So she's got like a sword in her hand. So this is her arms. She's got a bra on. Don't be, don't be. Yeah. I mean, wow. Look at that. Look at that shape. That is really interesting. This is what I missed. I did miss this. What the hell am I clicking on, Tim? Jeez. Great. There we go. I did miss something. Here's what I missed. Look, monthly time frame, all-time high for month. Look, that's what I missed right there. Dang it. So obvious. Yep. This monthly closure was a huge buy signal. And it's probably going to keep going. I did miss something. I was almost looking for something in the bearish direction, but no, I missed something in the bullish direction. That's why I was so far off, is this line right here. So what I'm looking at here is the monthly closures. And so to have price wick above is one thing, but clearly price closed below the line. See? So see how this candle closed below where these closed, but it went way far above it, before it closed. Watch. Went how far above that line? It went 133% above that line, right? But remember, this is the importance of candle closures. You had one candle finally close above it, and it doesn't matter if it's a huge candle. It it usually doesn't want to wait for its emails to catch up. It'll continue to play out, get some continuation, then cool off, and then let its indicators catch up. So this could have 2 more green months. Maybe it could even have 3 months. It could have five. It could have 4 consecutive months or so. But if you do get a fourth green candle, you should probably be looking into taking profits. But I missed something extremely obvious. Dang. Well, that's how it is. So, and during this crypto journey, you're also learning with me, because the more I stare at charts, the more I realize, hey, that was a great call, or hey, you suck, dude, you missed something obvious. So go ahead and leave me a comment down there. You suck, LOL, and y'all just got Tim. If I'd see you later.